Well, earlier on, Brett Ratner said that you told him you were born to play this role, and I was just wondering what it is about Hercules that inspired that in you.
When I was a kid, I was fascinated with Hercules. I was always inspired by Hercules. Earlier versions of Hercules, I would see a one sheet, for example, of Steve Reeves when he was breaking the chains. That was always very impressive to me. And also, too, when you're a kid and you're a boy and you're geeking out on action heroes, well, the world's first action hero, Hercules, the 12 Labors, the Nemean Lion. I mean, there's just such coolness when you're a kid. And so now to have the opportunity as an adult to take the role on, and then you also have the added challenge to take the role on that a lot of other men have played in the past. So there's a lot of different versions of it. So you really want to come in strong, you want to make a defining movie, and you got to grab this opportunity by the throat. And I think that's what we did. I'm excited about it.
Was it quite a challenge, though, to kind of remain faithful to the character and to kind of pay respect almost to those who have played him before and yet be unique and stamp your own kind of mark on it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big challenge because you want to be unique. You want to make something that's different. You want to draw an audience in, and you want to make sure that you're giving them the money's worth and they're not saying, well, I know this story of Hercules. Well, we are different. And so not only do we want to create something different based off a graphic novel that really put a cool twist on the mythology, but also, like you were saying, you also want to make sure that we're paying attention and homage and respect to the mythology of Hercules. And I think we do that, and I think we find a really cool balance.
Of course, you've kind of got a real knack for comic timing, and we've seen you kind of implement humour in quite dark places like Pain and Gain, for example, and even in Fast and Furious, you kind of come in with quite a sort of witty side to you. Do we see that in Hercules?
I'm a funny motherfucker.
Yeah.
And anytime you drop that word, it's funny, at least in this room.
Well, do we see that in Hercules? Do we see that side to you? Do we see the funny motherfucker?
That's a great question. Yes, we do. Hercules is a funny motherfucker. He's so funny, by the way. God, just a barrel of laughs. It's a great question, and the answer to that is yes. And that was important, was not necessarily to tonally change the movie where it just doesn't feel right, where there's laughs everywhere around every corner, but there is a charm to this version of Hercules. There is a wink to a lot of the things that he says. He is self-deprecating in a way that where he doesn't stand before you in the beginning of the movie, proudly the son of Zeus. It's, maybe, well, how big was the Nemean lion? I heard it was 13 feet tall. Maybe 6. If girls are around, 15.
Because I was reading that you do this kind of intensive 8-month training to get in shape for the character. But if I wanted to play Hercules, what would I do to begin? What would I have for breakfast, for instance?
You?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's quite a task, isn't it?
Oh, it's the lights right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the lights in the shirt. What would you do to play Hercules? We'd get up. But you see, that's the problem. You wouldn't just, what would I eat for breakfast? You'd get up. You'd get up. Well, then we would go do cardio on an empty stomach. And then we would eat the breakfast. How do you feel about eating gorilla meat?
I'm not that comfortable with gorilla meat.
Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem. There's not any, when I say, I'm Hercules, by the way, and you're going to step in and you're going to play Hercules. So when I say, how do you feel about eating gorilla meat? It can't be, I'm not going to go. No, you got to be like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah, no. How do you feel about eating gorilla meat?
I love to eat gorilla meat.
No, you got to be like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, wait, you got to wait till I ask it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. How do you feel about eating gorilla meat?
Fuck yeah, I'd like to eat gorilla meat.
Yeah, but you can't laugh. You're laughing.
Okay, sorry, okay.
Yeah, no,
it's
good.
One time.
Yeah, all right. How do you feel about eating gorilla meat?
Fuck yeah, I want to eat gorilla meat.
That's what you said gorilla, did you say gorilla beat?
I don't
Do it one more time.
Okay,
Here we go.
Okay.
How do you feel about gorilla meat? Here we go.
Yeah.
How do you feel about eating gorilla meat?
Fuck yeah, I want to eat gorilla meat.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You're going to be Hercules.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to be Hercules.
Thank
I
you.
love it. Good.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. I had about 15. I know. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. That was funny.